All right, everybody, we are here at Covenant Tulsa with the top 4 of the Star Wars LCG 2015 Regional. I'm Zach.
And I'm Tim.
And on the left here, we have Steven. And on the right, we have me, Zach.
Hey, it's you.
And we're in the first round of the top 4. I'm playing Scum and Villainy. Steven is playing Smugglers and Spies. And we're about to get into it.
It looks exciting. I mean, it's the classic matchup.
Looks exciting. There's nothing on the board, Tim, except affiliations.
Well, it's you and Steven. We've seen Steven before. We've seen you before. You're
yeah,
both
actually,
great players.
I played Steven in the finals of the Store Championship. So I'll reveal my objectives here. Council of the Sith, Classic, Age of the Empire, and the Emperor's Web. He's running Heroes Beginnings, and he starts with 2 Heroes Journeys. That's 4 health on each objective. I'm sitting here thinking, I've got a good hand. I've got good objectives. He has 2 4-health objectives out. I swear.
So what you're saying is this game is in the bag already.
Absolutely. I'm sitting here. I'm just like, this is going to be a putt. Like, this is a putt. And actually, you know what? This isn't the first round. I played Steven in the first round. I played Lightside and beat him. This is the game right before the final. Winner goes on to play Jesse, who we saw in game 1. And this is a big game. Winner goes to the finals. Looks like I'm opening with a Sith Library and an Advisor to the Emperor. And I'm leaving 2 resources open. Can you imagine why I would leave 2 resources open?
No. Why?
Well, because I have Emperor's Web out, which means my first Sith event's -1. Anything rings a bell in the 3-cost range.
Force Lightning?
Force Lightning. And you know what? I hate more than anything.
Yoda. Luke.
Very powerful Jedi units on the board on turn 1. I also have a Tactics I can block. I have a pretty good edge hand. I'm going to draw from Council of the Sith on his turn. And I'm feeling so good right now. I have a Rage, which isn't doing anything for me, but I could use it on the Advisor because he's committed. It just depends on how the turn goes, but I feel like is he going to double spin both of his Heroes Journeys here? Maybe, but if he doesn't, like I can just clear his board turn 1 and really start dominating.
That's completely fair.
I guess I technically have 4 resources open with that Advisor to the Emperor.
3 resources, 4 for an event. That's it.
Yeah. You get it.
Yeah.
I mean, what else am I going to play on his turn? Luke, and he's spinning both Heroes Journeys, doubling up. In my head,
you move the Force Lightning to the front of your hand.
Yeah, and in his next turn, right, he's going to have 3 open resources.
Yeah.
So he's leaving the 2 open, and he's attacking with Luke.
So whenever I see a Jedi player leave 2...
Is it a signal to you? Do you think anything's coming?
I feel like we might be seeing a Yoda, you seek Yoda.
That would be really bad for me.
Would it?
I mean, maybe. We'll see. I'm blocking the Advisor because he has targeted strike. I may as well try anyway. I have Vader and Palpatine in hand. He's passing, and he twists, and I dumped a Palpatine to a twist. What have I done?
That is a tasty twist.
Now, I also have Vader in my hand, but the whole play here was that I could drop Vader on this next turn. I could have also dropped Palpatine if he can't get rid of the Advisor, which he can. So that's why I ultimately chose to get rid of the Emperor there, because I may not even be able to play him if I save him. Now I have to decide, Vader or not.
Not.
If I can win the edge battle, I can strike, focus him, and lightning him before he can do anything. And I don't lose a unit. But he also has those 3 cards from Heroes Beginning.
But you're making him use them.
And there's Yoda. I couldn't have won that edge battle anyway to Sunday.
Anyway to Sunday.
All right.
That's a Star Wars quote, right?
That is, yeah, straight from Vader. 2 damage to the objective. Going to destroy my Advisor. 1 for unopposed.
I feel like you might have an action here.
Lightning. No unopposed. 0 unopposed happening. Lightning coming out of the woodworks. And now if...
That was a real shocker, Zach.
That's a decent joke. 2 cost. Yoda, you seek Yoda. That's unfortunate.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Now, he does not have May the Force be with you, which would make this real awful, by the way.
Yeah, because he could attack and then
take the Force. It'd just be really bad. But, I mean, ultimately, this isn't, like, horrible, because he's going to go into his next turn with 3 resources.
Yeah.
I'm going to this turn with 5.
He's going to have Yoda on defense.
He's going to have the Force, which is fine.
He's got 2 cards that he can put in the edge battle. He's okay. This is a fine game right now.
Ultimately, it's an okay exchange. Now, it could have gone way better for me, right? Advise the Emperor with a lightning out. If you don't draw Luke plus Yoda, you seek Yoda, or you don't have it. I think this turn goes really well for me, because if you attack with anything, I just kill you, and if you don't, then
for sure.
I have a lightning in the arms. We'll see what I do here. I have Vader in hand. It's like, bring me 2 chokes. Come on, deck, bring me 2 chokes, and no Sith events.
Is Vader the right call here?
No.
I don't think so.
Well, it depends on the rest of my hand.
Yeah.
But as you can see, I drew a lot of 2-cost units and another Advisor of the Emperor. So I can play 2 Protectors and an Advisor, get a bunch of units on the board. And again, he's going to be clicking slow, right? So he's got 3 resources, or I think he's going to be clicking slow. We'll see about that.
I mean, he's only going to have 3 resources next turn. It's clicking slow. I think that's just a fact of life.
Advisor, going to get a protector.
That guard looks real good.
By the way, your fact of life statement is going to make me want to hit you in a minute. Let's just see the new Jedi. They got nerfed, right?
Yep. For sure.
All right. Imperial Shadow Guard. Look at all that protect. Again, remember that keyword we were talking about in game 1?
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good keyword.
It's my favorite. It's really what takes the Mara Jade objective set just over the fence for me.
Over the top.
And makes me... A lot of people like to run Saris, which is objectively fine. But,
objectively fine.
But emotionally, the extra protect for me is just where the win.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. And then you also get Mara Jade, who is a beast.
And Rage. Seems okay.
And Rage, which is insane.
And the objective's good. Emperor. And the resource is fine. It's too many resources. I'd actually take like almost anything. Ron's Guidance.
Now, Ron's Guidance is a good card.
You mean a 0 cost that lets you look for a Jedi in the top 5 and then rearrange those cards on the top of your deck?
Yeah,
now you know it's coming. Looks like it gets the Speeder.
Which is a good call. It's a good card.
I mean, it's a Jedi unit. That's all he had in there. So that's a sign to me, though, right? Like, if he's getting the Speeder, he probably doesn't have that much juice coming.
Unless it's already in his hand.
That'd be good. Now, he only has 3 resources. So that Speeder also fits that mold, right? Where it's like, maybe you have Luke, but you don't need Luke because you can't play him.
If he has a second Luke, I'm calling shenanigans this early.
Man, I swear, I saw those 2 Heroes' Journeys and just was like, this is going to be a cakewalk. And turns out, when you have 6 resources to start the game, you can get some work done.
Luckily, you were able to answer it very
all right, he's paying 3.
Smoothly, I think.
Speeder. Speeder's good.
It's a real good card. That ability, anytime you can manipulate where you're attacking, I think is just insanely good.
I mean,
on either side.
2 objective damage and a tactics is good.
Yeah. But that ability, though.
It does some really interesting things. It actually put me in a position in one of the games earlier in the day where I couldn't lose when I was using it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
All right, Yoda's attacking. I'm blocking. I don't know why. Oh, it's because I have Heated Battle.
So if you win this edge battle...
Then I kill the Yoda.
Yoda dead. I killed the Yoda.
I killed the Yoda.
We killed the Yoda. Are you putting Vader in this edge battle, Zach?
No. Supporting fire. Looks like I have 3. He's going to have to put anything else in, which he will.
Of course, but it's making him use more cards, which is good.
Yeah.
Ooh, Falcon. You're okay with seeing that?
That normally makes me feel really good, but I also see the Speeder, so I'm now nervous. Yeah, especially when he saw the top 4 cards of his deck. More nervous.
That new event's so good.
So Yoda has a choice here. I'm going to be able to protect, so he won't be able to kill that unit. So if I have a choke, he's taxing the other one, so he's doing 3 guns. I'm going to protect. Questionable decision, sort of. I get to do damage to Yoda. I know that if I can draw a Force Choke...
Yoda's dead.
Unless
he has like a deflection or something.
I don't have it in my hand right now, or a Sith event, because I have Vader and I know he's coming out. Pretty good chance to just get rid of a unit. So he's going to do... Speeder at the web. And this is just a lot of damage.
3 damage. Yeah, he's just...
That opening was faster than my control could control. You know what I mean? So like he's getting a lot of damage. It's going to be really hard for me to lock the board down enough to prevent him from just winning at some point in this game.
I mean, he's already close.
Yeah. He's one strong turn away, really, from just making it impossible. That was going to go to 4. I'm going to refresh. I have 2 protectors out. Fire Emperor is not going to do much. Discarding that security team. All right, see a choke. I got Vader choke and Mara. Man, where was Mara? Where was Mara earlier?
She was in your deck, bro.
I know.
All right, so you're hanging out, playing some cards.
I am hanging out. There's some chill music on in the background too.
You're debating. Sith Library.
Living the dream.
Just being some studious. Still thinking.
Did you say studious?
Yeah, you're being studious because you're in the library.
I get it.
Now, why is the Sith Library neutral?
Because it would be too good if it was Sith.
Why is it not just a library?
Flavor, dude. It's fine.
I know. I just always pondered upon that.
You know what's really crazy?
What?
Not once has that thought ever crossed my mind in the hundreds and hundreds of times I've played that card.
Now you know what it's like to be in my mind, Zach.
All right, I caught a glimpse. I'm scared.
Boom!
Vader. Probably the right choice.
He changes the game.
You mean... I won't even go into that. Yes, he does.
Do you have 2 0-cost events in your hand?
I don't know. That would be good.
That would be good. Or a 1-cost. Or, yeah, 1
2
cost
chokes
event.
would actually be really good.
Yeah.
I also have counsel, so I'll probably choke on my turn here. Just in case I draw another one. So I can get the Vader trigger twice.
Yep. Seems good.
Gonna commit to the Force. Take balance.
Taking the balance.
After I have balance.
You're going to choke.
Choke Yoda. Choke a Yoda. 1 damage to the speeder. So you can see, like, as Sith Control, I draw a card, another Sith Library, by the way. I'm starting to gain control, but again, Steven here is going to have 7 resources open.
Seems
which means
advantageous.
He can do almost anything his deck can do.
Yeah.
What I don't want to see is that 1-cost event that puts the Falcon into play, because that would be probably too much for my setup to handle. I don't have any tactics on the board that's open for use, so there's no real way for me to stop Falcon. It'd be a problem.
It's just interesting.
Let's see what he does. All right. Gas quarters.
Just some more monies.
That's really... I never want to see that card. Nudge. Nudge is really annoying.
It's so annoying.
But another choke here would be perfect. Give her the nudge and the
You
speeder.
have one of the most perfect answers for nudges.
Choke?
Darth Vader.
Oh, yeah. Any event I play just nukes him.
If Darth Vader's text was, after you play a Sith event, do a damage and increase the Death Star dial by 1, I would use that ability.
Really? All right, Steven leaving 5 open here. Actually, pardon me, 7. That's a lot.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm thinking bamboozle. I'm thinking swindled. I'm thinking, I mean, it's horrible.
Yoda,
the
you
1-cost
seek Yoda?
event. Yeah, I mean, Yoda, you seek Yoda.
Who
Now,
knows?
the thing is, but 2 Yodas are in the discard pile.
Oh, okay.
He pitched one to the edge battle, and I choked the other one.
You are good at paying attention to that.
Well, it's kind of a game.
Yeah.
Also, picturing Yoda getting force choked by Vader is kind of horrible. I don't think it's even possible.
Oh, it's possible.
Yoda doesn't just let that happen, though.
No. But it definitely could happen.
I wouldn't mind seeing old Yoda and Vader fighting.
I would be okay
As
with
long
that.
as Yoda doesn't have a lightsaber.
Well, why would Yoda use a lightsaber?
I know, right? It'd be crazy. I can't even imagine
All right,
that.
so we have an attack here with the speeder. You're blocking with the Shadow Guard.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how this edge battle turns out.
I kind of need to win. I also don't want to get rid of Mara Jade in my hand. She's kind of the great white hope at this point.
Yeah, you want to win this, for sure.
I have all those Sith libraries. The longer the tournament went on, like I started noticing this, and it's something I've noticed over tournaments, the more like cards started getting next to each other. Like, because I think during a game you play your resources all at the bottom, and then you shuffle your deck up, and then don't shuffle very well. Anyways, pile shuffling is in my future when it comes to after 3 or 4 rounds. Double Seeds of Decay. Madness.
That's bad.
And I put in just trash. Yeah, that's really good. Not only does he win the edge battle, he focuses down Vader. He can lock my whole board down here. Going to do 2 the objective and has to decide whether he wants to keep that speeder or focus down my guard, basically. Which, if he does have some significant tricks, that's going to be a problem.
I think you focus down the guard here.
Which one? The one that's blocking?
The Royal Guard.
Yeah, I do too. It depends on what you have in your hand. Like, if you're not doing anything,
Right.
then you don't. You just don't lose your unit. But something tells me...
You don't leave 5 resources open. Or 7 resources. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like, what do you... If you don't have events that do something, then you had units you should have been playing. And he did. He loses the speeder, which is my first sign that this is probably about to be over.
Yeah.
A little unfinished business. Thank you, Jedi.
He's going to get that Falcon back, I
It
assume.
is bizarre that does not say Jedi character, or less than 1,200 cost unit.
This is the combo. right? This is the dream.
Now, the dream is that if he can bounce in Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Well, yeah,
because
yeah.
then he'll win the edge battle, get unfinished business back, and be able to loop that for eternity. All right, there goes Falcon after a blown-up objective, and it's a Wolfman. Praise be. That could have been a lot worse. Luke, Obi-Wan Kenobi coming in for like a million tactics.
Yep, that could have been real bad.
Wolfman's not bad, though. It's going to be able to blow up the objective. So I'm literally 1 damage away from losing the game.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, that's not what you want, Zach. This looks pretty bad for you.
yeah.
You've done 0 objective damage. The dial's at 4.
Yeah. There's... I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's impossible.
Yeah, you...
Flat out impossible.
I mean, it's not impossible. As a Falcon, it's bad.
The Falcon is what makes it bad. But I have a choke, which is good. That's good news for me. I also have Mara Jade and her lightsaber. You know why that's important?
Targeted strike?
No. Because
Shielding?
lightsaber gives you a 3rd unit damage, meaning if you can win the edge battle against the Falcon, you can kill it.
Uh-huh.
There's very few things where you can do that. I also have a choke. So if I can do 2 damage with something, I can choke and then
Yeah.
hit the
That's
Falcon.
fair.
And I drew another Mara Jade, so I have a decent edge hand. So it's not over. And if I commit a Sith unit to the Force, I got the Age of the Emperor fresh one out. So I'll be able to like double focus that Wolfman and not let him have edge, right?
Yeah.
And I'll have the Force, so it's not the worst, but it's the worst.
Yeah, it's not what you want. So you're going to play Mara Jade and her lightsaber, commit someone, and then pass?
Yep, that's about correct. And then I actually have a tactics as well, right? Because I have the Advisor of the Emperor there.
Yeah, for defense.
So now the other option is just to save Mara Jade, have both of them for the edge battles. But I don't think not playing a unit is
Correct?
correct.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep. Now what I don't want to see is a Protector and a Falcon.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Shield on the Falcon is no good. Again, he needs 1 damage. Also, shielding on Mara Jade important because I can block the objective and put the shield on the objective itself.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I have 2 protect options for Mara Jade. So
Lightsaber going
there's
on
play
it.
here. But again, it's just a matter of like, obviously turn 1 I play an Advisor and I save for a Lightning and then you're able to Luke Yoda. It's a little faster than I can control it from
for
the
sure.
get-go.
Most assuredly. This is still super rough for you, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, this is what's crazy though, right? Like, look at the board state, and it's still super rough. I have the Dream out.
Well, the problem is he needs to do 1 damage.
That is a predicament.
You know it's hard to prevent?
1 damage.
1 damage.
Mm-hmm. I'm aware. I'm trying to figure out how to math that out right now.
He has so many resources for next turn.
It's 9. He can play
Luke and the Falcon.
and then bounce something in. Yeah. It's slightly a problem.
He could play 3 Yodas.
Yep.
That's so many Yodas.
That's a lot of Yoda.
I mean, they couldn't play them all at once, obviously. But
I get the idea, though.
you are just sitting here puzzling how to not lose this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bamboozled on Mara.
And this is at the end of my Force phase. That's such a bummer. Now, I can commit 2 Sith units and double focus the Wolfman, but losing Mara Jade is a big deal, right? Because I lose the shield, which is important to surviving.
Yeah.
And then I also lose the potential for 3 damage in a single strike.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Problems.
I mean, yeah,
How about Bamboozle right there?
it's real good.
The only thing that can make this worse is if he plays a Swindled on my Advisor to just make it impossible.
That would be the worst.
So,
But really, all I have to do is play something with some tactics.
I mean, that's not true,
I
right?
know. But
Let's see what he gets. It's pretty good.
so the dial's at 4.
Yep.
It's pretty close.
Oh, man. I mean, you say that, but it's also like... Yeah, it's not close at all. 0%. I have board positioning, but like he just has too many units with at least one black objective damage for me to stave this off, especially with locking down. Locking Mara Jade is the trick.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of units, whether it's Yoda or Luke or
Speeder.
Obi-Wan or the Speeder, that if I can win the edge battle and have a shield, you can't blow it up.
With 1 unit.
With 1 unit. Yeah, about that.
So it gives you a shot.
That's all you can ask for at this point.
Yeah.
You just got to take a shot.
You just got to play the odds. Even if that's a 2% chance of winning.
Sometimes that's your best chance.
Like right now.
Yeah. He's really doing his math here. I mean, this could be the turn that gets you into the final of the regionals. So, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
This is it.
You got to play like you know what you're doing.
Yep, that's where the money's made. And you have to assume I have like a choke, right? So you got to be careful there as well. Just on, I don't know what you'd play that just dies to that, but be careful.
Well, I got a feeling that Nudge is going to die.
Well, I mean, maybe. The nudge doesn't really threaten me on the game, and I'm nowhere near winning. So, all right, 5. Smells like a falcon. It is a falcon. Actually, what I don't want to see him play here is a tactics. Playing 3, and he gets it. Tactics is good.
It ain't bad. I'll say that for sure.
Yeah, this is just a problem. He can send them both at the same objective, and it's like, how do I... Oh, you know what? Here's the problem, is that he can attack with the speeder, and then, depending on what I block with, move the attack to the thing that's damaged. He gets 2 attacks at the thing that's damaged. I have to prevent both attacks.
Yeah. Which you can do.
I need to win the edge battle and kill this unit.
Yeah, you need to block with...
I think I block with the Advisor and Vader.
Yeah. And then tactics.
And I'm all in on winning it, right? So he attacks the Falcon and kill the unit.
But then the nudge can just walk in there.
Well, no, he can't, because I have other things on the board. But anything he drops in with the Falcon can just walk in there.
So then you'll need to defend with the Shadow Guard.
That's the second speeder is actually potentially the worst thing he could have played for me.
Yeah.
Just because it gives him 2 attacks at the 1 health objective.
Yeah.
You know what's not cool? 2 attacks at a 1 health objective. Yeah, for sure. But I think that's showing the utility of that card. A lot of people were like, well, this card's fine. Unfinished Business is awesome, but like I think it gives you these kind of moments where it just lets you clinch the game.
It's just good. It's just straight up good. Those stats are good.
Straight up good. My favorite kind.
Yeah. You know, some things, they aren't straight up good. It's like, well, this is good.
Like Mayor's Lightsaber?
Yeah. It's not straight up good.
It is real good when you get it
the
right
real
time.
Good. Now. Like when you had it, if he didn't have Bamboozle.
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
Oh, my, oh, my.
This is it. It's not looking fantastic for the old Sith control.
What's crazy is if you do somehow keep him from winning this turn, you have to do it every turn.
From now until the end of time. Yeah. Or until he makes it to the finals. One of those 2 things.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, the amount of damage he was able to drop out early is just incredible.
Just the guard.
Yep. Which I think is just purely a mistake. If I win the edge battle, I can obviously kill the speeder.
Yeah.
But if I win the edge battle and I kill the speeder, why would I not want to tactics to the Falcon?
I don't know.
I think ultimately it's saving it because...
For the second attack?
Well, if he attacks with the Falcon, let's say I make it through this and kill the unit. If I just block with the tactics and attacks the Falcon, he has a lot of units he could play that I can't stop.
Yeah.
Versus if I have the tactics, if I can win the edge battle here, kill the speeder, and have the tactics for his attack against that objective, I have a way out.
Yeah. That's fair. This is fair.
That's ultimately, I think, where I landed on it.
Let's hope he doesn't have a lightsaber deflection.
I mean, he also has a million ways to Sunday. Well, lightsaber deflection wouldn't be... I'd protect, and then I would choke.
Well, just so you don't... It makes things have to happen.
Yeah, sure. Let's just hope I have more edge icons than him. for my sake.
Yeah, if we're rooting for you.
I'm rooting for me. There's no hope. Oh, man. What? Woo. Incredible. Of course I can't win that. 7 icons.
And, yeah.
That is the game. A huge congrats to Steven for clawing his way back through the bracket and making it all the way to the finals. We'll catch you guys on the next game. It'll be Jesse versus Steven in the finals. And we'll also have a lot of Gen Con coverage up, so stay tuned.
See you guys there.